You know that in this channel we have been talking about immigration a lot, both in the US and the UK and many other countries, because it's a hot topic in the world right now. And I just thought that Nigel Farage from the UK was one of the strong guys in terms of this topic. And it happens that, well, his stance on mass deportation is let's say a bit lukewarm, but watch the clips for yourself.
You support mass deportations?
Well, if people come illegally, they should not be allowed to stay. Simple as. Simple as. And the only way you're ever going to solve the channel.
So the first answer to that question, do you support mass deportations? He doesn't say yes or no directly. He makes sure to do this like tiptoeing around the subject with a bit of terror in his face, because he knows that he has to talk about the subject. And along this video, you will realize why he was showing terror right now. And not only he doesn't say yes or no, but if people come illegally...
Well, if people come illegally, they should not be allowed to stay.
If people come illegally, they should not be allowed to stay. That makes sense. That is like a yes, I guess. But let's compare this answer to what he says in the next clip. Just to be clear, I found out this interview just because of an UKIP ad in which, well, I thought that he was being clipped out of context. And you know, the disorganized clips like all over the place. I went for the original interview to make sure that he was being quoted correctly. And well, this is it. This is the second clip now.
Some estimates say the number could even be in, 1 million plus. So
he's saying that 1 million plus illegal immigrants in the UK. 1 million plus.
So do you support deporting all of those people?
It's impossible to do. Literally impossible to do. But do we have to begin the process? Yes.
Notice that his answer is that
it's impossible.
Do you support
You support deporting all of those people?
It's impossible to do.
It's like trying to say, it doesn't matter if I support this or not. It's impossible to do. A second time, he has avoided answering the question directly. Do you support mass deportations? And we are talking about more than 1 million illegal immigrants in the United Kingdom. And you know that this is, well, we all know that this is a present topic, an urgent topic for all that has been happening, both culturally and in terms of crime and violence. And this is nothing, this is the things that you cannot say openly in the UK, because you can get, thrown in jail for hate crimes or something. You know, the kind of things that we are living through in these days. But let's watch the third clip so you can have a better idea how Nigel Farage is making sure to avoid answering this question.
For us, at the moment, it's a political impossibility.
But is it your ambition?
No. No, I'm not.
Notice that finally, is it your ambition? Is it part of your ambition, this mass deportations? I'm sure that many United Kingdom citizens would like someone to have that ambition, because it's the right thing to do. I think so. My question is, why is it so wild an idea, something that is so common sense? People that don't belong to your country, people that are illegally in your country, why are they allowed to stay, especially if they commit crimes? And especially that you see so many instances of abroadians who have committed crimes in the UK and that get to stay. They are not deported, and they commit crime after crime many times, and they stay in their communities, and they are, well, you know, this two-tier policing in many ways, and it's a two-tier justice system as well. And I'm sure that they would like people like Nigel Farage to make a stand against this. And this is what they got.
For us, at the moment, it's a political impossibility.
It is a political impossibility. We cannot cannot do it. Our hands are tied politically. That is just rhetoric. It's just another politician speaking. And I don't know the name of the journalist, but he did a very well repeating the question not twice, but 3, 4, 5 times. He made sure to get that answer from Farage.
But is it your ambition?
No. I'm not going to get dragged down the route of mass deportations or anything like that. I think it's pretty clear there are a lot of people that have come who should not be given leave to remain. It's a heck of a job. It's a heck of a job.
He says that it is very difficult, a heck of a job. Yes, it's difficult, but absolutely not impossible, especially if it's so urgent. You will find a way. Countries find ways to do things. Countries find ways to do like massive campaigns in case of a pandemic, for example. That's something that countries do. Yeah, like lockdowns and all the other stuff. If countries can act in so massive ways when they decide to do it, why can't the UK do it in this instance? Is my question. And I was really surprised by Farage's answer to this.
I think it's pretty clear there are a lot of people that have come who should not be given leave to remain.
So is pretty clear. He's saying that it is pretty clear. People that come to the UK and should not be having this permission to remain. Then why not enforce it? I mean, he's not even in campaigning. He could be just being clear about this. I'm sure that would get him a lot of votes in the next election, whenever they have the next elections. They're going to take a while. But this lukewarm stance doesn't help anybody. Doesn't help him. Doesn't help the UK. That is for sure.
These people need to go, don't they? And by saying that you don't support mass deportations...
If I say I support mass deportations, that's all anybody will talk about for the next 20 years. So it's pointless even going there.
Notice that he finally reveals his personal interest about not saying that he supports mass deportations. Because, then everybody will say that Nigel Farage is some kind of racist or something, or phobic about this, so he is supporting this inhuman process of mass deportations. But it's not inhuman. It's inhuman to keep asking. And, it's not asking. It's forcing the UK population to accept all these immigrants, some legal, some illegal, but if they break the law, if they don't adapt, if they don't adjust, if they don't integrate to the UK's cultures and traditions, and if they commit crimes, I think that it is urgent that it has to be talked about, and it has to be said that yes, has to be mass deportations, like close it immediately. He also, in this interview, he talked about, there was this treaty signed 70 years ago, but times have changed, and I don't know what kind of treaty can have this scope that doesn't take into account the size of the country in regards to the amount of immigrants that you're taking in. Because there comes a time that it should be at the country's discretion. It should be that you are forced to do something. I understand that Poland, it seems that it's going to be penalized with something, that they are going to, I think the European Union are going to penalize Poland for not accepting immigrants the way that they should be doing. But at the same time, Switzerland has been also really adamant about their own borders. Very slowly they have been accepting, but countries like Germany, France, and UK has been very bad. And so many, this is the thing that I don't understand. So many British citizens are being affected negatively by this. And by being affected negatively, I think they have this right to a voice. At some point, I thought that it was a problem of Tories versus Labour, but then I find out that for more than a decade, the Tories had promised many things about this, about curbing immigration, and they not only did not do what they promised, they actually doubled down on that. It's like they let everyone in. It's like they are afraid of it named something. They are afraid of being, oh, you are being inhuman or racist or something. I think it's way worse to be named incompetent or, well, the right word would be malevolent by your own co-citizens. How do you say the people who live in the country with you? That would be far worse, because that's how you are seen, malevolent. I'm talking about the Tories. I'm going to be talking about Starmer right now with Labour, but I thought that at least Nigel Farage was someone that you can say, okay, this guy will say like it is, and that's why when we come to his first answer, you notice that no, he's not that convinced, and that's why he avoids saying yes or no.
You support mass deportations?
Well, if people come illegally, they should not be allowed to stay. Simple as. Simple as. And the only way you're ever going to solve the channel.
They should not be allowed to stay if they come illegally. He said that, but at the same time, he didn't say that he supports or promotes mass deportations. But I would like to know what you think about this in the comments, whether you live in the UK or the United States or any other country who is, well, has an influx of immigration, whether it's illegal or legal. I want to know what you think about this. Remember to download my 100 free body language tips in the description of this video. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the body language guy. Much love and bliss.